Now that the new set is revealed officially by Riot Games, we're going to talk in this video about the 30 new portals and 15 new legends. If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, you can check my video just below in the description where I shared everything you need to know about these new features in 5 minutes. And then after you can come back, because today in this video we're going to dive very deep into all single portals and single legends, plus my commentary about how this can impact in our games and how we can have a lot of fun or how we can build competitive comps around it. So let's get started. So Tactor has made cheat sheets to show all the portals and legends. I am not sponsored by Tactor for this video. I just want to be sure that I'm transparent with you guys. It's just that I found their work very cool and very easy to use. So I just asked them if I could use it for my videos and they said yes. Let's go directly with portals. As you know already, we will start the game. We will have the choice of 3 portals and we'll have to choose one. There will be 3 portals among the 30 available. So actually it's pretty sure like you have almost unique games unless maybe you play 500 games this set. And let's get started with Bandle City. So Bandle City is a huge region because it has 4 portals. We have Scutter Puddle. Every PvE round is replaced by Scutter Crabs that gives extra loot. What's important to understand is like these Scutter Crabs don't attack, so you can win with whatever board you have. Even though I almost lost once because I just didn't deal enough damage and it was almost the end of overtime. Yumi's Zoom Zone. Player combat lasts 20 seconds instead of 30. What I'm afraid of about this one is when this one is picked for the lobby, everyone will play AP comps because obviously in overtime, AP are much stronger than AD comps. Bundle Cafeteria, gain a spatula at 2-1 at shopping start. Units equipped with spatula emblem or taxi and scroll feed a Poro snack to their closest ally, granting them 7 permanent health. Whew. Alright, this is kind of stacking. It reminds me of Numsy from set 7.5, if I'm correct. Okay, I think this is going to be people forcing comps. If there is one comp with the spatula that's broken, everyone is going to force this. So very careful about the balancing in my opinion. Yordle portals. On the 1st and 5th round each stage, get a free high tier unit. The unit's tier increases with the game time. So yeah, I guess you get a 1 free 1 cost at the beginning. Then maybe stage 2 is 2 costs, maybe stage 3 is 3 costs. I have no idea if it's like this, but it just makes sense to me. I think it's good for Econ, because even if the unit you have is not necessarily interesting for you, it still makes some money, so I guess it's fine. We have a higher econ pacing with this portal. House Light Shield. Gain a powerful Crown of Demacia on 2-1. If the wearer dies, you instantly lose the fight. I'm very curious to see how much Crown of Demacia is giving as stats for one character. Obviously, if we had the mecha from the set 8.5, that would be insanely broken. Unfortunately, there's no mecha in the new set. But anyway, I'm still afraid, like if we play something like Bastion, so in case you don't know, Bastion is a tank synergy, like the Bastion units, the lower health they have, the more tankier they become, so I guess maybe you can work on them. I think in this portal, slamming Edge of Night is almost mandatory to make your holder almost unkillable. Then we have Petrified Forest. All units are 15% larger and gain more health. I think this one is a bit boring, but we have to be careful because this could actually make Giant Slayer better if we think about it. Then Freljord. I don't know if I pronounced correctly. No, Freljord. Okay. Hearth Home. Sorry, I'm French. I can't speak this properly. Anyway, on 4-5, gain a consumable masterwork upgrade that lets you upgrade one equipped item into its radiant version. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one because it doesn't feel like it changes the way we play. It's just an upgrade. Like if we have a good carry, obviously we want to use that on a good carry. So I like this one. I really like this one. It could be an augment actually, but yeah. On Forge, randomly on either 2-5 or 3-5, gain an Ornn Anvil. Okay, so we have to be careful of Blitzcrank grab on this one specifically. Alright, Ionia. The Dreaming Pool at the start of each stage gain a champ that really fits your team. It's really similar to what we saw earlier, where 2 times per stage you gain 1 unit, but here instead of having 2 units per stage you have 1, but this one is supposed to fit your team. I guess it's based on the synergies you have. God's Willow's Grove, a spot on your bench becomes the Grove, the unit in it contributes the traits as though they were in your army. So this one, in my opinion, will be extremely powerful for reroll comps, because you know one of the main pain points when we play reroll comps is sometimes we have to roll at 5, but we still need to unlock synergies we can only unlock at level 6 or 7. And having this kind of 1+1 synergy on the bench is extremely valuable. At the same time, it removes 1 space on the bench, so it might be a bit more difficult to reroll. But anyway, I think this is going to be extremely good for reroll comps. Placidium Library, gain the consumable on 3/5 that when you place it on a unit, opens an armory with an emblem. Okay, I don't like this one. I really don't like this one. I feel like this is exactly the type of portal that will make people force comps, force synergies when they are broken. I don't know, I say something like, what synergies do we have? I think we have something like Sorcerer. Imagine if one day Sorcerer is broken. People will just force this portal and they all have Sorcerer emblem, and then after it will be like impossible to play. So I don't like this one. Noxus, Nox Crya. Each time you take an augment, a random arena hex appears. Units on an arena hex gain an item that they can use. So I remember I tried this one. It was a bit bugged during the playtest, so it wasn't working properly. But when it worked, it was really great. You have some hexes on the arena. It's random, but I think the hexes are the same for everyone. Something like Socialite Spotlight from set 6, if you play this set. So everyone has the same spots. Immortal Bastion. On 2/1, gain a placeable battle flag that grants 20% attack speed and a 10% max health shield to units that start combat adjacent to it. Yeah, this is like Janna, I guess, but she can give attack speed. I think the flag is a unit, so you can kill it. It can tank. Probably not a lot, but it's still a unit. So have to be careful with this one. If there is not too many AoE, this one will be good. If it's like set Empo 5 with a lot of AoE, it will be almost impossible to use properly. Piltover, Jace Workshop. All almost offered this game will be prismatic. I think this one, a lot of people will pick it just because it looks fun. I'm pretty sure most pro players will never pick it. But anyway, I think this is fun. This is to make YouTube videos. This is to make streams. Like, this is for content. The University, the first augment round will be a prismatic augment. I think this one is like the first one, but less funny. I'm not sure, like, I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Like, it feels like it's just like underwhelming when we just see what the first one does. And Stillwater Hold, no augments will be offered this game. I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of pro players would pick this one, like a lot. Shadow Isles, Thresh Sanctum. When any champion dies, collect their soul. Every 4 souls you collect, gain loot. I absolutely don't know how much you can gain, if it's big loot or not. They talk about champions specifically, so I guess things like summons, like, you know, like how the Void synergy can summon characters. Or the turret from Hammerdigger, I guess they don't count. It's really champions. But your opponents, I guess, counts because any is in big. So I assume like even your opponents count. Urik's Graveyard. Every time a player dies, all players open an armory containing 4 of the eliminated players' completed item. So I don't know about this one, but I like it a lot. I feel like this is the kind of game where you try to survive, you really try to survive the longest, and you get rewarded every single round thanks to this, and you can really get like to insane late game boards. I really like this one, it's fun. Shurima, Warlord's Palace. The 4/7 NPC round is replaced by an armory of treasure that can be rerolled infinitely for 2 gold per reroll. Shifting Sands. If you don't have an item remover on your bench at the start of each round, get 1. Oh, this one? I don't know what you guys think about this one, but I think this one, when we will see pro players with this one, they will blow us our mind. They will blow us our mind. Like every single round, they're going to have like, the strongest board possible. They will slam items. They don't care about who carries the items because they know they can change it very easily. I love this one. I really love this one. Shurima Bazaar. Component carousels have 2 components instead of... Oh yeah, okay, that's a good one. I like this one as well. I think it's really nice. It doesn't prevent people from playing flexible. I really like it. Targon, the Summit, starting at stage 2, gain a lesser champion duplicator at the start of each stage. On stage 5 and beyond, gain a champion duplicator instead. Okay, so the way I see this one is either reroll comps. I think reroll comps will really love this one. And very strong board comps, like people who just like use the lesser champion duplicator like immediately just to have 2-star units and put like have a strong board as stage 2-1. And then after when they reach stage 5, since they have a huge econ, a huge advantage, they will try to make 3-star focus champions. I think these are 2 viable strategies on this one. Targon Prime, when you reach 40 HP, gain a blessing from the Targonian gods. If you have played set 5.5, you remember it's the little Timmy that comes to help you come back in case you had a bad game. By the way, like how many of you have played this set? I'm curious now. Marius Omegnum. On 2-5 and 4-5, gain a Tactician's Crown. Ah, okay. Whew. Okay, this one, again, I think a lot of people will pick it. I think it can be fun. It can really unlock very strong late game comps. And for the people who really like to build the strongest comp possible during the late game, I think they will love this portal. And the last 2 regions, we have Void, Unstable Rift, gain an unstable completely item that pops off and transform into a random item every round. Yeah, something like gadgeting, I guess. The Lavender Sea, starting on 2-1 after every carousel and PV round, a Void symbiote infects a new board Hex. Oh, the Hex grant 20% damage reduction if... Oh! And we have like after every carousel and PvE round. Ooh, that's a lot of hexes. Yeah, I like this one. I don't know if the hex will be similar to every player or if it will be randomized. Finally, Zaun. There is no interest in this game. Instead, starting on 2-1, gain 3 gold every round. So basically, it's a hustler, but for everyone. Okay. Every time you build a completely item, gain 3 gold. Okay, this one, like, I feel like this one is going to be very, very strong for comps that require a lot of gold, obviously. Ecliptic votes, every time you select an augment, gain 4 gold per augment you have. Okay, so Zaun is very about economic. Try to either have a lot of gold or don't necessarily have a lot of gold except early game where you can play very aggressively. Alright, now let's go into legends. So in case you don't know, legends are characters, I guess, you can select before starting a game, and these characters will influence the augments that you will be offered during your games. So basically, if you pick, I don't know, Aurelion Sol, that has specific augments, at 2-1, 3-2, and 4-2, you will have one of the 3 augments that will be tied to Aurelion Sol. And that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the different augments. So let's start with Aurelion Sol, for instance. So let's start with Aurelion Sol. At 2-1, if you have only silver augments, then you will be offered cutting corners from Aurelion Sol. If it's gold, you will get Patient Study. And if it's prismatic, you will get level up. Aurelion Sol seems to be everything about gaining more experience, as we can read here. So either it costs less to level up, or you gain more XP, or you can have level up. I mean, the augment that you know, where you can buy... When you buy experience points, gain an additional 11. Hello? I don't know about this, but... I don't know about this. I didn't see the numbers, but that seems like incredibly high. Can you imagine 15 XP whenever you spend 4 gold? Like, that seems too much to me, but okay, fine. We will see on PBE. Then on 3-2, you can have 12, 22, or 36 experience, like even more experience. I think this is kind of weak in a sense that you kind of have to refuse a prismatic just to earn 36 XP, which will basically make you from level 6 to level 7. I don't think it's really worth it. but we will see. And then after late game, yeah, they understand that XP is not that important anymore. What really matters at 4-2 is to get more gold, because this is where people start to roll for new characters. I find these two very, very weak, while this one, I'm afraid, is way too strong. We will see with the balance changes. So let's go about Bard. Random 2-star 3 cost on level 6. At level 6, gain 2 components. At 8, gain 3 more. Okay, and if it's a prismatic, at level 5 and level 9, gain a random armory. Ooh! Okay, I like this one. I think the 3 of them are really good. What's important is, like, this is not for stage 2. You probably have a weaker stage 2 than other people, but stage 3, this is where you spike very hard, because you will get either 2-star 3 cost unit, or you get more components and more items, or you get even the radiant item. So let's see at stage 3 and 4 for the augments. Gain a component anvil and 8 gold. I think this is fine for a silver. It's nice. If you don't have better options, I think it's good. Completed item, okay. And an own. This one I don't like. Like, for instance, own item plus component for prismatic. I think it's a bad augment to pick. Teaming up, Ziggs plus 5 gold, Ziggs plus 20 gold, Ziggs, 2 Ziggs plus 15 gold. Okay, so I see Bard as a comp that requires huge mid-game spike, and also that can make good use of Ziggs. Let's go with the next one, Caitlyn. So Caitlyn, I heard it's all about being aggressive in early game, so let's see if it's true. 1, 2, 3, gain 2 random 2-star 1 cost, and a random 1-star 2 cost, and 3 cost. That's a lot of unit. I think this is nice. It's either money or actually strong board. For silver, I think it's a really good one. Stars are born, the first tier 1 unit and tier 2 unit, you buy upgraded to 2. Oh, this is nice. This is also very good to play strongboard. So, but here you have to be careful with your shop. So starting 2-1, the first time you buy 1 cost and a 2 cost unit, they will automatically upgrade. So I think this can be insanely good, but at the same time, if your shops are bad, it will not make you have a good board. And finally, starter kit, gain a random 4 cost, an item that can use, and 2 1-star, and a 2-star 1 cost that shares the trait with them. And then after, you gain another 4 cost at the start of the next 2 stages. I like this one, as long as the 4 costs are well balanced, obviously, but I really like this one. I think you can make insane board at 2-1, and yeah, I think Caitlyn is made for being strong. Then 3-2, you just gain more XP, okay, and 4-2, you gain more rerolls. So 2-1, I think they are very strong. 3-2, I don't think they are really that strong. Again, maybe I'm wrong. 4-2, I don't know about these ones, like, because it's nice to have a lot of rerolls, but maybe you want to have combat augment. When you kill an enemy unit, there's a 25% chance to drop bounty, okay? And then after, more chance when it's gold, and when you kill an enemy, there's a chance to 45% drop an amazing one. Okay. Okay, this one is like, definitely if you play this one, you want to play strongboard. You have to have a strongboard, because if that's not the case, this is useless. If you, like, you can't be on the loss streak with this, but if you have a very strong board and you have this, you can literally destroy the game, in my opinion. So let's see at 3-2. For the next 4 rounds, gain 4 gold. Okay, just more gold. Probably you want to have combat augment here, especially that if you pick this in 2-1, you really want to have your board to be stronger, so you'll pick something that makes your board stronger, not this. And running for days. It's the same like Caitlyn. I don't think they are really good. You really, like, with this kind of augment, you really want to have combat augment. Ezreal. So Ezreal is all about finding more items, if I'm correct. At the start of the next 2 rounds, gain a random component. Wow, that's nice. And then it's 3 rounds and 5 rounds. So either 1 completely item at stage 2-1. That's really nice, because, like, if you have enough 2-star unit and you gain one more item, I mean 2 components, you can literally destroy the early game. So this is really good if you want to play strong early game. If you don't have this, let's say for instance like you have a weak board, I don't think you should pick this one. You should reroll to get another augment. Then at 3-2, tiny grab bag. Okay, it's random component, 8 gold item remover. Here is a reforger plus more components plus more gold. 3 random components, 18 gold, and the lesser duplicator. Interesting. So I think this will really depend on the situation you are. Well-earned comfort. Your champ gains 60 HP for each item equipped. Okay, so this is actually interesting. This is really actually interesting because late game, it can help you to have a better board just because you choose more items. I think this is really well designed. And this will be for players who like to play comps with multiple carries. So for instance, if we play set N.5, the Jhin, Viego, Ezreal, Renegade, you really want to have a lot of items because you have multiple carries. So if we have comps that are similar to this, you really want to pick this because it can really help to have the best board possible. I think with this, when I see this, I'm like, I just want to have my board filled with 1 stars. And even if I'm not going to play them, I want to still have them so I can potentially make 2 stars and sell them without losing money and have a free reward. Okay, that looks like we need to play a bit differently with this. Trade sector, well, we know this one. High-end sector, gain 1 additional gold each round. When you level up, gain a free shop, refreshes equal to your level. That's interesting. But the issue that I have is that since we have the augment in 2-1, we lose the opportunity to get free shops at level 2 when we naturally get to level 2 and when we naturally get to the level 3. So yeah, I don't know if the 1 gold can compensate this. Top deck, gain 5 gold and a lesser duplicator. That's scary. I don't know how good it is, but sure. And for 2, gain 12 golds and 12 more golds in 4 rounds. 18 and 18, 25 and 25. Obviously, I don't like this. Unless this is like the augment is good if you already have an insane board and you just want to have more money so you can push level 9 and just beat everyone on the late game. About 2-1 and 3-2, I think like this is kind of similar to Caitlyn, but different. It will help you to have a lot of 2-star units in stage 2, stage 3. And thanks to that, you can have a very good early mid game. And then after for late game, you really want to have a combat augment, I think. Mastery, pumping up, your team gains 5% attack speed. Each round increased by 0.5%. Each round, not... Okay, we have like 7 rounds per stage. So it's 3.5% each stage. So I guess we can reach somehow 15% more around late game. I guess it's fine. For silver, I guess it's fine. And then after all stats increase more. Okay, your team deals 5% more damage and takes 5% less damage. Yeah, these are very good. Actually, I think these are very good combat augment. But I think these are more like too generic. So I'm not sure about that. It's like it's a good augment to pick if you have nothing else next to it. So you can't have a bad augment, let's say. Mastery for me is like you can't have a bad augment no matter what. And then for 2, your team generates 10% more mana and moves 20% faster. Yeah, exactly, yeah. These are augments. If you don't know which legend to pick and you don't know what kind of playstyle you have, just pick Mastery because that will save you from bad augments. You will never have a bad augment with Mastery. I think that's the point. Ornn, after 7-player combats, gain an all-item anvil. Yeah, this one is good. It means that we get this around middle of stage 3. Yeah, middle of stage 3. So it's not for early games, more like for mid-game. Portable Forge, we know this one. Living Forge, we know this one. Okay, Small Forge, gain a component anvil and 8 gold. Yeah, why not? Gain a completed item anvil and 12 gold. This is okay. And here, Large Forge, gain an Ornn item Envor and a component item Envor. I don't like this one. For prismatic, for me, it's so weak. Envors, okay, that's nice. Complete item and component. And yeah, this is the same. Like, I really don't like it, except maybe like the 2-1 augments, but I don't like the 3-2 and 4-2. I mean, for the prismatic. For the silver and gold, I think they're fine. So Poro, I think this is what I heard, but I'm not sure. It's not confirmed. I cannot confirm it. Poro, you can choose Poro if you don't want to have any legends. So basically, you have no augments from legends. So if you don't like the mechanic, you can still choose Poro and play something else. Pengu, Tiny Titans, we know this one. Metabolic Accelerator, we know this one. Tiniest Titan. Your tactician is small and fast, heal 2 health after PvP round, and grants 2 gold per turn. Okay, so it's Metabolic Accelerator, but we get 2 gold per turn. This is definitely for rework comps, like Metabolic and Tiniest Titan, definitely for rework comps. Tiny Titans, not necessarily. Then we have Item Grab Bag, so more items and gold. Final Grab Bag, gain a random component, 50 gold, and a Reforger. Yeah, I think Pengu, you don't really care about 3-2 and 4-2, except maybe the Earth's Grab Bag, maybe, because it can give you Spatula, and that might be useful for some reroll comps, but like 2-1 is very good. Then Tahm Kench, AFK, we know this one, Rich gets richer, we know this one, Hedge Fund, gain 20 gold, you have no interest cap. I remember in one of my game, like last week, there was a guy who picked that, and he was like at 200 gold, he was earning like 30 gold per turn, like that was completely stupid. So yeah, guys, if you want to make 5 cost 3 stars, you definitely want to pick Tahm Kench. You really want to have Hedge Fund because they will give you insane amount of gold. You just have to make sure you don't die before getting the interest. Then after we have Balance Budget 1, 2, and 3. That basically gives gold every turn for 4 turns, okay? And then money, 12 gold and 12 gold, 18 and 18, okay, like, yeah. Guys, if you play for fun, in normal games, not in ranked, pick Tahm Kench every day. You can make insane builds, like you can have, like I said, like 3-star, 5 cost units, thanks to him. Alright, Twisted Fate, Pandora's item, get a random component, and well, it's the thing as we know. We have the 2, gain 2 components, and then after, okay, and then after Pandora's Radiant Box, it's a Radiant item. Twisted Fate might be one of the best legend to pick. It guarantees you to have the perfect item for all your units, and I actually think like, even not just for rework comps, like for other comps, like normal comps, for people who really like to play, for instance, very aggressive, they can also pick that because they can slam the items, even they are not optimal for late game. And then after, when they won the early game and mid game and the transition for late game, they can keep their items a few rounds on the left and hope to have better items. So honestly, Twisted Fate, the 2-1 is very powerful. And if you pick Twisted Fate, I would say like most of the time you will pick this in 2-1 and not the almost next to it. Then we have Item Grab Bag. Yeah, this one is less powerful because like it's random, so, and it's already in 3-2, meaning that most of the time you already established your direction. So if you want to play AD and suddenly get AP items, like fine. And then finally, Team Me Up, Ziggs plus gold. Yeah, I don't think it's great, but let's say if you have bad choices next to it, is better than nothing. Veigar, Jewel Lotus 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Okay, you play Epic Comp, you play Veigar, you don't need to build Jewel Lotus anymore. I mean, Jewel Gauntlet, and you can like spam Hush, Guardbreaker, any kind of thing because you have crit. Okay, Veigar, it's too broken. I mean, unless they balance this properly, like this is just too broken in my opinion. Oh, wait. Jewel Lotus 1, it's only the strongest unit that can... Okay, so if you have silver, you're kind of a bit sad. But if you have gold, or... I think gold is insane. If it's prismatic, I don't know if it's good enough, 35% critical chance. I'm not sure it's good enough. But yeah, Then after we have Tiny Poro 1, Tiny Poro 2 and 3, 10% AD, AP and AS. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. Like usually if you play Veigar, you really want to play AP comp, so you don't care about 10% AD. But okay. If you have nothing else, I guess it's good. And partial ascension and final ascension. This will greatly depend on how AP comps are. If like AP comps take a lot of time to kill units, yeah, this is good. But if they are like a strong burst of damage, this is useless. So we'll see. I think Veigar can be either too OP or useless. Then I think these are the last two. Urf, branching out, again a random emblem and a reforger, Tahm of Traits. Then we have Tiny Grab Bag, so okay, it's more components and lesser duplicator, but we don't have a spatula here. And final grab bag, I think this Urf's grab bag when we get a spatula. Yeah, I think Urf are for people who really like to push verticals in synergies. I think this will be mainly taken when some synergies are broken, and that people will try to force it as much as possible. I really don't like this one. It's definitely not to my playstyle, so I'm not going to pick this one quite often. And finally, Vladimir, the last one. Okay, your team gain HP plus 2 more for each missing little legend HP. This is insane if you play reroll comp or if you like to play open fort, because obviously you will lose a lot of health, and then after you roll for your comp and suddenly you're insanely strong, but already your team deals more damage and takes less damage. Okay, it's the same as Mastery, I think. And partial ascension, okay, it's the same as Veigar. So yeah, Vladimir, I would say it's nice if you have a playstyle where you like to open fort your game, meaning like you lose on purpose on 2-1, and then after you always will come back, try to make a comeback, and this is good. And the two others are, I guess, depending on your choices next to these augments, but not necessarily insane. Alright, that's it for me. That was a lot of information. I think there are some very cool portals that I want to play with. Same with Legends. I think I really want to play with Caitlyn most of the time. Maybe Twisted Fate as well, because I really like to have items and play strong board. So tell me in the comments which Legends or which portals you really want to try to play with. And if you want to know exactly how these features work in 5 minutes, you can check the video I'm appearing now. See you in the next one.